Kostya Tszyu has come face-to-face with American challenger James Leija ahead of Sunday's World Super Lightweight title fight in Melbourne. It was more like a meeting of old friends as the pair praised each other before the biggest fight Australia has hosted in 11 years.
Kostya Tszyu and Texan challenger James Leija are giving boxing a bad name. They are polite, respectful and gracious family men in their 30s. They differ from the rest of us only in that they get paid very, very well to legally knock each other out. Still, as they say, it's business, not personal.
I believe myself, Jesse is the credit for the boxing.
I want to thank Kostya Tszyu for giving me the opportunity. It's rare that a fighter at my age, 36 years old, but I've proven myself over and over and over.
Jesse James Leija is a two-time former world champion who has fought Oscar De La Hoya and Azuma Nilsson, but is a massive underdog. Still, his own camp think it's a good bet.
I'm a little surprised at the 6-to-1 odds. This guy's had an incredible career that I think is very underrated.
But he's taking on one of the world's best boxers of any division. Tszyu has unified the super lightweight division and is admired all over the world, particularly in the United States, where the big money in television are.
Easily one of the best pound-for-pound fighters alive today.
This fight is very important from a business sense. It's 11 years since Australia has hosted a card of this magnitude. Tszyu had just arrived from Russia and fought the undercard at the Jeff Fennick Azuma Nilsson bout. Now it's his turn.
Important for me because, as I said, 11 years took me to come and bring this, I believe, more than 30,000 people to the stadium.
He shrugged off suggestions he's struggling to make the weight and says he's simply getting better. Whether Leija is as grateful for the opportunity after the fight remains to be seen.
Well, we're joined now from Melbourne by Paul Upham, editor of boxing website SECONDSOUTCOM, who has been ringside during Tszyu's final preparations today. Paul, what was the body language between the two fighters today?
A lot of respect between the two of them, Les. I think they both realise that each other, they're genuine world champions. Jesse James Leija, former world champion. Kostya Tszyu, one of the all-time greats today. You know, it's nice to see two such nice guys in the ring, and I think they're going to put a great fight on, but I really think they've got a lot of respect for each other.
There's been suggestions that Kostya is going to struggle to make the weight. Is there any credence to that?
Well, James Leija team were very adamant today at the press conference that Kostya Tszyu struggling to make the weight, but maybe they think that because Kostya's been training behind closed doors for the last 2 weeks, but I was able to watch Kostya train this afternoon for 2 hours and he looked in fantastic condition, Les. He's punching as hard as ever. There's no problems at all with the weight. The team are very, very happy, and I just think it's something that's Leija's team's trying to get out there, a bit of a psychological advantage.
Now, there's going to be an enormous volume of local parochial support for Kostya in this bout on Sunday. Paul, is it the sort of pressure that maybe Kostya has not had to handle before?
Yes, I have to agree there, Les. You know, Kostya's been going over to the US for the last 5 years, and when he's over there, he's not really bothered that much, not that many fans, Australian fans over there. But here in Melbourne, there's going to be 35,000 screaming fans all behind Kostya Tszyu, and he hasn't had that sort of pressure before. But being the elite sportsman that he is, I think he's going to be able to handle it, and I think he's really determined to put on a great show.
Now, Jesse James Leija has a wealth of experience, of course. Tell us a bit more about his qualities. I mean, does he have the match? Is he likely to have the match of a great fighter like Kostya Tszyu?
Well, James Leija has been one of the better world champions over 14 years. He beat Azuma Nilsson twice, the man who gave Jeff Fennick such two great battles. And he's proven that he is a genuine contender in the junior welterweight division, rated number 4 in the world at the moment. And this is not going to be an easy fight for Kostya Tszyu. Some people are saying it's going to be an easy victory, but I think it's going to be competitive for a while. But I just see Kostya Tszyu just dominating after a few rounds.
Well, give us a bit of a map of how do you think the fight will go. I mean, who's going to win it, first of all? And will it go the distance? Will it be a KO? What do you think?
I just think Kostya Tszyu, he's so far ahead of the rest in his division and rest in the world at the moment. Les, I think for the first few rounds we'll see a lot of respect between the two fighters, and then I think rounds 4 and 5 you'll see Kostya Tszyu really dominate, and a lot of fighters have said once you taste Kostya Tszyu's power, there's not really any real reason to hang around.
All right, Paul, enjoy the fight on Sunday. We'll catch up with you soon. Thanks for joining us today.
Thank you, Les.
Paul Upham in Melbourne.